Greetings of the day. I am Asha K, Assistant Professor, Department of ECE, Sai Vidya Institute of Technology.
A memory space of TMS32054XX processor. How memory space is organized. So the memory space provides total 128 bits of. So we have here total 128 kilo words of memory extendable up to 8192 kilowords. So 128 kilowords of extendable up to 8192K words of memory space we have TMS320C54XX processors, and this includes both program memory and also data memory, the second point. So this memory space includes both program memory also as well as data memory also. And see, within this particular space of memory, what and all can be done? See, we can have a single access, dual access, random RAM memory. We can have read-only memory. We can have EPROM memory, programmable memory, electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. EEPROM are also available, and we can also have memory mapped peripherals also resides in the sometimes on the on chip also we can provide the data, or off chip also we can have this memories along with the TMS320C54XX processor. And we have a data memory that is to store the data required to run the programs. For external memory mapped peripherals, we have this space called as data memory space. See, the simple example that we have chosen here, size of each one is 64 kilowords. On chip dual access RAM. DARAM stands for dual access your random access memory, on chip random access memory, or we can have memory mapped registers. Again, the memory is divided into, see, the first one, page 0, it is divided into pages. The first one we call it as page 0, a part of 128K space. It's a part of 128K space. 4K words are on chip ROM, remaining space for dual access RAM and single access RAM. On chip ROM is also there. In that 128K, 4K words are on chip ROM. So remaining spaces for the DA RAM and SA RAM. DA stands for dual access, SA stands for single access. So here I have mentioned. So we have page 1 to 127 extended pages. Totally 128 pages we have with respect to this. And in this memory space, the size of data memory is 60 kilowords, part of which is dual access RAM. And we also have memory mapped registers are also part of the data memory space available on the TMS320. Then we have a program memory to store the program instructions and tables used in the execution of programs. We require a program memory in the processor. Program memory is organized into total of 128 pages. So if I just see here, so this is your program memory. It is divided into total of 128 pages. So here we have total 128 pages, each of 60K word size. 60K word size, if it is there here. Page 0 is a part of basic 128K space, and pages 1 to 127, pages 1 to 127, pages 1 to 127, there is a mistake here, are extended pages. So 1 to 127 are extended pages. We'll show in this diagram what are the memory spaces, how the memory space is divided. So if you just see here in this particular figure, it is an hexadecimal representation of the address 0000 to 007F. It is reserved based upon the overlay bit. If it is overlay bit is equal to 1, it is reserved. If the overlay bit is equal to 0, then it is external. And from 0080 to 7FFF, based upon this overlay bit again, it can be act as on-chip dual access RAM 0 to 3 bits. If overlay is 0, then it is acting as an used for the external interfacing purpose. 8000 to FF7F, it is external again. FF80 to FFFF, it is again interrupts external. Just observe one thing here. We have two modes. One is microprocessor mode. Another one is microcontroller mode. When it is microprocessor mode, these are the details. Just when it is microcomputer mode, there is no change with the first one 000 to 007F, and from 0080 to 7FFF also there is no change. But when it comes to microcomputer mode, when it comes to an external location of the memory space, see here we have 8000 to B followed by FFF, it is external. But starting from C000 to FEFF, it is on chip ROM. It is extra in case of microcomputer mode for the program page 0 program. And again we have reserved bits here from FF0 to FF7F. Here till FF7F it was external only, but now the FF 8000 to FF7F is divided into three parts. The graph is not, the boxes are not according to the exact scale and all. So hence see here the space from your 8000 to 7 FF7F in this particular diagram, it is only external. But when it comes to a microcomputer mode, it is divided into external, on-chip ROM 16K cross 16K, and again a part of it is reserved. But when it comes to interrupt part from FF80 to FFFF, here it is interrupt external, whereas in this case it is interrupt on chip. So that is the difference, the word external and the word on chip. And why are you stressing on this? It is a very important 6 marks question in the exam with a neat diagram. Explain the memory space of TMS320C54XX processors. So then you have to draw this particular diagram. So that's why to draw, at least if you know the details, inner details of this, how it is working, what is happening, so then it will be very easy. Okay, so that's why while practicing this particular diagram, so what do people do? See, the memory space plays a very important role on the PMST register that we all know, we have learned in the basic beginning classes. Processor mode status register will have IPTR, that is interrupt vector pointer, and we'll be having the next bit called as MP bar MC, that is MP bar MC whole bar, that is of 1 bit again. This is of 15 to 17, it is of 9 bit, IPTR is of 9 bit, but MP bar MC it is of 1 bit. And next bit we will be having here, it is OVLY, that is overlay. So in this also we have learned when MP bar MC bit is equal to 0, while learning the concept of MP bar MC bit, if this bit is equal to 0 means on chip ROM is enabled and addressable. On chip on chip, ROM, ROM, enabled, and addressable. So this word I have explained in the beginning class. If this is equal to 1, microprocessor bar microcomputer mode is equal to 1, then on chip, ROM is not available. On chip ROM is not available. See, observe here only the difference. If if microcomputer mode is equal to 0, that is, if this bit is equal to 0, then on chip ROM is enabled and addressable. If this bit is equal to 1, the microprocessor mode, then the ROM, on chip ROM is not available. So that if you know this word, that this PMSD processor, so you can easily remember this. Okay, now then coming to after this overlay, that is from this is seventh bit, this is sixth bit, and this is fifth bit. Overlay is of fifth bit, and after the overlay, uh, we also had some other bits, that is address visibility bit, AVIS. We have dual access ROM, DROM bit, and we have CLK off, clock off bit, and we have saturation on multiplication, and the last bit that we have was saturation on store. So this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. See, in this, what is important for me is OVLY bit is important for me. So what is OVLY bit? OVLY bit is the RAM overlay bit. So OVLY is RAM overlay bit. So in this RAM overlay bit, it enables on-chip dual access data RAM blocks. Dual access data RAM blocks will be there. So this dual access data memory RAM will be enabled and also made addressable with the help of this OVLY bit. So what happens if this OVLY is equal to 0? See, this on-chip RAM will be there, no? So that on-chip RAM is addressable in data space, not in program space. It is addressable in data space, but not in program space. It is addressable in program data space and not in the program space. So this is when OVLY bit is equal to 0. When OVLY bit is equal to 1, what is going to happen here in this case is both, see, OVLY bit is equal to 1 means it is both addressable in program space as well as in the data space. But when it comes to page 0 program, this is page 0 program. In page 0 program, this is reserved. It is not mapped in the program space, except program page space of page like page 0, page 1, page 2, page 3, etc. you may have, right? So in those pages, we will be having the on-chip dual access RAM. Only in page 0, when OVLY is equal to 1, the DA RAM is reserved. It's not accessible. I'll just show you the next diagram. Just listen. See here, the next block diagram. See, these are for page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, up to I'll be having 127 different pages. So in this 127 different pages, now what is the difference between page 0 and page 1? See, this is page 1, wherein I have, it is starting with 01 followed by 4 zeros and ending at 01 followed by FFFFF. In this case, At 017FFF on-chip dual access RAM bit 0 to 3 it is present here when OVLY is equal to 1. External when OVLY is equal to 0. And again on-chip DARAM dual access RAM 4 to 7 bit is used here when it is microcomputer or microprocessor mode is equal to 0. External when microprocessor bar microcontroller computer mode is equal to 1. See, in this case again for page 2 also same information. For page 3 also same information. When it comes to page 4, we don't have the on-chip. See here, in this case the difference is single access RAM is there, single access RAM is there, but in this case it is again RAM is not available for the address starting with 48000 to 4FFFFF. And here also again, so if you just observe the first half remains same for all the pages. That is from 0100 to 017FFF, 0240 to 027F, triple F, 0340 to 0373F. It reminds, I hope it is easy to remember and easy to practice this diagram. 0440 to 047 triple F. So we have all this on-chip dual access RAM 0 to 3 bit OVLY is equal to 1, and when overlay RAM overlay is equal to 0, it is external. Coming to in this case, the first page one is for dual access RAM when 4 to 7 bit, that is MP bar MC bar is equal to 0 ge, external when MP bar MC bar is equal to 1. Again, on chip SARAM 0 to 3 is used in page 2. On chip SARAM 4 to 7, it is used in page 3. So address ranges for on-chip RAM in the program memory are. So again they have written here. So on-chip memory ge ellinda elli varge end agutte. So for DARAM 4 means it is 18000 to 19FFFH. DARAM 5 means it is 01A00H to 01BFFFH. 9 admele it is 10. 10 means A. Then till here it is B. Then afterwards, see here, C it is not there. It is starting with D000 to DFFFH, 1E40 to 1FFFH, and also given the address ranges for on-chip SARAM in the program memory, that is single access RAM in the program memory, 2800H to 029 FFFH. Then 2A, after 29, it is 2A, 2A000 to 2B FFFH, and again C it is there in this case, 2C00H to 2D FFH. SARAM 3, we have 02E000H to 02 FFFH. Okay, we have this is the diagram of memory space of TMS320C54XX processor, memory map for the processor. I'll just go back to the previous page 0. In page 0, if we just observe, see here, we also have, this is the program memory, this is the data memory. How data memory it is divided? The data memory, if you just see here, hexadecimal 00040 to 5F. 5F, we have memory mapped registers, and 60 to 7F, we have scratch pad RAM. I hope when I explain you people the concept of, see, this memory mapped registers 000X, then 60, here it starts, then 7F till 7FH is the scratch pad RAM. Memory mapped addressing, we have explained this concept. The same concept, it is a data memory. The data memory is appearing again in this memory space. So this is the data memory. We have 000 till 5F. It is the memory mapped register. It is a predefined space for that memory mapped registers. Again from 60 to 7F, it is a scratchpad RAM which is used for calculation of the memory mapped addressing mode. And again we have 0080 in the 7FFF on chip DARAM, on chip DARAM 4 to 7. And then here when DROM bit is equal to 1, where is DROM bit? Here. We have this particular DROM bit, the third bit in the PMST register, that is processor mode status register. So in this third bit DROM, if DROM is equal to 1, on chip dual access RAM 4 to 7 bit is enabled. Otherwise DROM is equal to 0 means external interfacing I can make use of the external ROM or RAM which is necessary for our interfacing program. So this is the main difference. See, one is data memory space and this is page 0 program memory space. And remaining the figure 3.14 is the extended pages from page 1 to 127. So if you just see each ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ 40 in the FFFF ವರ್ಗು ಇದೆ. Then you all know after 4F, so if I am going to add 1 to after 4F, this is F plus 1 0 carry F plus 1 0 carry F plus 1 0 carry F plus 1 0 carry, so this one. So one followed by 4 zeros. Again, 1 followed by 4 zeros is divided into, here the diagram, previously it is divisions are more, 4 divisions in there, but in second one only page 0 when it is in the microcomputer mode, we have 6 different divisions. So just clearly practice the diagram and then try to understand the topic, how it is divided and all. So at least see this numbers and all, it will be very easy to remember. It is the 1, 2, 3, 4 till it is 7F00 because 127 different pages we have in the case of TMS32054XX. So we have to write a program such a way that which page we are addressing, whether page 1, whether it is page 2, whether it is page 3. So that address will tell us that from which page it is working. So this is about the memory space organization of TMS320C54XX processor. And after this memory space, we also have here the bits. Okay, now. So what is important here is the processor mode status register bits are very important. See, if the processor mode status register bit, say the bit number that I am having here is this MP or MC, that is microcomputer or microprocessor mode. If this particular logic is equal to 0 means what is going to happen? The on-chip memory configuration. So how on-chip memory configuration is done, or how on-chip memory configuration is like enabled or disabled. So if this bit is equal to 0 means the ROM read-only memory is enabled. If this bit is equal to 1 means the ROM read-only memory is not available. The on-chip ROM available or not available, it is based on MP/MC bar bit. Then we also have a very important bit called as OVLY, RAM overlay, RAM overlay. If this bit is equal to 0 or if this bit is equal to 1, what is going to happen? So that is here RAM is in the data space. If OVLY is equal to 0 means RAM in the data space. The next one, if this is equal to 1 means RAM in program space. Here also one condition is there. This is not applicable to page 0 except page 0. It is applicable to all the remaining 127 pages. Totally we have 128 pages, 0 to 127, page 0 to page 127. In that, the OVLY bit is equal to 1, RAM in program space except page 0. In the diagram also I explained, in page 0 except in page 0. If see here, even though OVLY bit is equal to 1, we have mentioned that it is reserved. But in the next figure, if OVLY bit is equal to 1 means dual RAM is there. See, dual RAM is there, dual RAM is there, dual RAM is there, dual RAM is there. In all the bits except page 0, we have RAM in the program space. RAM in the program space. Ma'am, OVLY bit is equal to 0. RAM in data space. See here, OVLY bit is equal to 0. OVLY bit is equal to 0 means, see, OVLY bit, we have here only with respect to program it is there. In ROM, this bit is not identified. In data memory, in data space, we have memory mapped registers, scratchpad RAM, on-chip DARAM. Yeah, see, this is on-chip DARAM is there, no? So this RAM is enabled when the OVLY bit is 1 in this case. On-chip DARAM 0 to 3 bit it is there. See here, observe here, it is 32K cross 16 bit. It is 32K cross 16 bit. When it is on-chip ROM, in case of 16K cross 16 bit it is. 16K cross 16 bit. Here the second half of the memory is divided into on-chip RAM, reserved, interrupts, on-chip, and also external. It is in microcomputer mode. And coming to the last one more bit I have here for the analysis purpose is we have DROM, DROM. So if this DROM bit is equal to 1 or if this DROM bit is equal to 0, what is going to happen? So here ROM not in data space. When DROM bit is equal to 0 means ROM is not in data space, whereas when DROM bit is equal to 1 means ROM in data space. ROM in data space. Ma'am, where it is there, we'll analyze this bit again with respect to the diagram is concerned. See here, you go to data space. So this is the data space we have. In the data space, DROM bit is equal to 1 means on chip, see here, ROM is not on chip DARAM 0 to 4 to 7 it is used and external DROM is used. In this case, when DROM bit is equal to 1, ROM is available. So ROM is available in the data space. So I can make use of ROM in the data space itself. When this particular bit is present, when this particular bit is on, that is 1, logic 1. If this particular bit is 0 means ROM is not in data space. So ROM not in data space. Okay, with respect to this DROM bit, if DROM bit is equal to 1, ROM is in the data space. If DROM bit is equal to 0, it's not in the data space. That actually they have addressed with DARAM. So, but it is also also relates ROM, read-only memory, dual access read-only memory also.